Hi there, and welcome to LimitLyss, the space where your big dreams meet grounded energy and mastering manifestation becomes your new normal. I'm Alyssa Simpson, mindset and manifestation coach, your unorthodox free spirit, and now your newfound permission slip to do life your way. Here, we break the rules by ditching societal norms of the hustle and grind. We embrace flow, alignment, and the bold decision to follow what lights you the fuck up. In each episode, I'll be sharing soul downloads, mindset shifts, energetic upgrades, and raw, authentic stories to help you unlock your magnetism, collapse timelines, and create a life that feels as good as it looks. So if you're ready to remember who you are, trust your desires, embody your highest self, and manifest from your authentic power, it's time to sit back, relax, and get ready to become limitless. Hi. Oh my God, y'all. I have the most exciting stuff to talk about coming up on next week's episode of the podcast. But until then, I'm going to share some of my downloads I've been getting because they are important, as you know, as we'd like to keep it 100 on the podcast. We like to keep it real and trill and all of the things. This beautiful thing that's coming to fruition for me in my life, which again, I will share on next week's episode. This is the precursor, if you will. And I am in the middle of a nap time right now for my son. So I haven't had a chance to like fully present myself for the video of this, but we are just rocking and rolling because authentic energy carries more than anything else will. Now, in this really big thing that I'm bringing to fruition, I had the most incredible download that I have to share with you. First things first, if you are not on my email list, you have got to get on my email list because I am able to really dive into these downloads so much more there than I am to like find time, a pocket of 20 minutes, 15 minutes to sit down and record this. So get on the email. If you are interested in learning about mailbox money, which is a system that me and thousands of other people have plugged into, and we effortlessly and restfully receive money in our mailbox every single week, every single month, sometimes even every single day, fill out the application below so I can explain more to you. And if you have not already checked out Restfully Rich, this is my new baby. This is the thing that is going to change the game for so many women who have been honestly burning the fuck out at both ends and trying to make things come to fruition for themselves, and they just keep hitting a wall. We are doing things differently. We are doing things from a feminine energy, and if you are not tapped into this, you are going to miss out on some of the biggest shit that's ever hit the stage, okay? Check out the application below to join that as well. Now, back to what I wanted to say. For what now? 7 years. Holy shit, 7 years. I have been doing entrepreneurial business with one way, right? Online, in social media, doing things the new digital age that we have all been told to do, that literally every single one of my clients that I've ever worked with has come to me and said, my old coach told me that I should be doing DM reach outs and cold calling and cold messaging and cold emailing to really grow my audience, to grow my business. And I've always told them like, well, does that make sense to you? Have you tried that and seen success with it? A lot of the women that I personally work with have tried it and they don't see success with it. And it's not because they're not doing it correctly. It's not because they aren't putting in enough effort, right? Then the whole other conversation is about all these different tips and tricks and tools and things to grow their business, grow their brand, all of these fucking things. And here's the truth, y'all. I've even worked with coaches who have told me to do things a certain way, like in a very masculine, structured, one way of having an entrepreneurial business grow that hasn't always worked. And it's not that I haven't tried, it's not that I haven't applied, it's not that I haven't hired the people, done the things, invested in the resources. Like I've done it all for the past 7 fucking years. And when I got pregnant with my son, I decided I cannot simply do business the same way because it is way too fucking energy draining and leaking. And the proof has not been in my pudding, okay? I'm not one for instant gratification. I am not one who believes that when I desire something, it's going to come to me in an instant. I don't expect that. I do believe it. Let me take that back. I do believe it, but I don't expect that every time, right? Like I know that timing is everything and that's completely out of my control. I just have to align with what it is that I actually desire. Now, with that being said, I know that in my core, in my being, I know that, but I have still tried to work and master the algorithms and learn the ins and outs of things and applied things that I've learned and still haven't seen my needle move the way that I want it to move. There are some people who that type of work does work for them, but I'm telling you right now, if you've been trying for at least 3 years consistently to make things work the way that others have shown you to make them work and it has not panned out the way that you desire it to, stop fucking trying to put round peg in a square peg in a round hole. Okay, it's not going to fucking work. And the longer that you try to make it work, to make it happen, the further and further and further you are allowing the actual thing that you're trying to bring to fruition to come to fruition for you. Speaking from my own personal experience, I made the decision to do business a different way. I am not going to listen to anyone else's advice anymore. I'm not going to listen to the gurus, the mentors, the people who have done it and made it happen for them because I desire to live life and do life very differently. I desire to do life and live life very intentional, very slow, very regulating, and very present as fuck for my son, while also making a massive impact for all of the women who decide to A, work with me, and B, sit here like you are listening, to soak it in, to get those nuggets of wisdom and information and apply it to your own life, right? Like that is my fucking soul's journey, purpose, whatever. But we can't do it the way that we've been trying for the past 7 years. We just simply cannot. So, what I have truly and honestly had the download for myself and to share with you is hard work doesn't pay off. Aligned work does. And if you're sitting here like, well, that's not fucking true, it is. And I'm going to show you how it is. People who work the hardest, they aren't paid the most. Think of firefighters, think of nurses, think of doctors, think of, you know, construction workers, think of blue collar workers, think of all the people who physically work hard and they are not in the top percentage of people in the world, right? You look at the millionaires and billionaires of the world, you look at the people who are earning six figures each day, and they are simply in a more relaxed, restful mode. That's your proof number one. Not to say that okay, I'm putting air quotes here in case you're not watching and you're just listening. Hard work isn't always busting your ass, breaking a sweat, cutting your fingers open from trying to fit things together and, having headaches all day because you're constantly thinking of ways to rework a system. Hard work also means like when you don't fucking feel good and lit up about the things that you're doing, that also is hard work. And for me, I started to feel a large disconnect from my coaching business because I was starting to resent it almost. Like, why hasn't it panned out the way that I desire it to? And the universe was loudly, now that I'm looking back, I can hear it loudly telling me, Alyssa, it's because you're not doing it in an aligned way. You're trying to bring this thing to fruition and really make this thing incredible by doing things the way that others have done, doing things the way that people and strangers on the internet are telling you to do it. And here's the thing that I know about coaching and mentoring is I can't coach and mentor everyone, and I don't desire to, and I know that I can't because I don't have the same lived wisdom that someone else needs in order to change their life or change their outcomes or change their circumstances. But I do know that I resonate for a large majority of people, and I can't reach that large majority of people on fucking Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, because the other side of this coin is those platforms suck my energy. I don't get on there and leave and feel refreshed and good and happy and light and inspired. I get off of there and feel like, God bless myself. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Am I doing this right? Should I be investing in this person? Because you're constantly being fucking sold to. And it starts to really wear on your mental because you're like, oh my God, like, am I really this low grade piece of shit because I don't sneeze and receive $1 million from thin air? And especially in my line of work with manifestation and mindset, it is so much like, well, if I wanted to be a billionaire, I would be a billionaire if manifestation really was a thing. And there's so many different layers to it that it gets written off because a lot of the manifestation and mindset people in the online space are so fucking good at marketing, but they're really not that great at what they do. Okay. And when you're really good at marketing, the fucking proof is in the pudding. You can showcase your income all day long. You can talk about how much money you've received, how many clients you signed at a $60,000 container, or what the fuck ever. To each their own. This is not me shitting on anyone's business model, but it is me shitting on the fact that I was so tapped into these people that I do not fucking resonate with, because I've worked with a lot of those people. I've worked with a lot of those women who are earning 60 to $100,000 months, and the money is there to market, but it isn't there in their like desired life, if that makes sense. Like, they are receiving a lot of money, but their home life, their day to day looks and feels chaotic as fuck. So they come to me to fix it. And in return, they start receiving in a more efficient way, in a more restful way, in a more desirable way. Okay. When you are in alignment, and I am very fucking aligned right now, and this is why things are happening to me, for me, with me, so relatively, I'm going to throw that word in there, relatively fast. What I'm doing this week alone, which I will talk to you about next week, is literally something that takes people years and years and years and years to do and have happen for them. And it literally happened for me in about a month, maybe 5 weeks. I don't know exactly the timeline. I should probably fucking get clear on that so I can explain this story better to you. I will on the next episode, next week's episode. Stay tuned, because I will break it all down, nitty and gritty and beautiful. But it's just so funny. Haha, not haha funny, but like, I see a universe, and when you get aligned and when you start listening and when you start doing what you actually want to fucking do, even if it makes zero sense, the universe is going to open up doors for you and put you in spaces that you need to be in to make these things happen. Okay? The desires that you have on your heart are part of your destiny. The desires that you have on your heart are meant to come to fruition. But you sitting here and thinking and saying, well, I need to ask the gurus on Instagram, and I need to ask the gurus who have done this before how they did it. Fuck that. Every beautiful, great, incredible thing that has become something in this world and during our lifetime has happened because someone went against the goddamn grain and did it their own fucking way. Period. The internet, light bulbs, electricity, clean water, Wi-Fi. That is the internet. I just said that twice. All these things, right? And I'm going to talk a little bit about AI here. I'm going to put this note in here for my AI because I do use AI to transcribe my speaking and put it into condensed little show notes and emails. Oh, spoiler alert. I do use AI, but I don't use it as my fucking therapist. I love you, buddy, whoever's running AI. Thank you so much for helping me and be productive, but I don't use AI as the way that a lot of people are fucking using it. And they're using it to, and honestly, y'all, you've got to stop, because all AI does is validate exactly what you're telling it. So if you sit there and give it a scenario, it's going to tell you what you want to fucking hear, because it's just another algorithm. It's just another thing to keep you tapped in and sucked in and all these things, whatever. Um, what was I going to say about that? Oh, so a lot of people are using AI instead of their own fucking brain and intuition. And that is what honestly makes me really nervous about like the next 20, 30, 40 years, even the next 2 years, y'all, because what's going to happen is people are going to rely even more so on something outside of themselves to help guide them and direct them. Me as a coach, and you're probably like, Alyssa, you're a coach. How can you say that whenever people come to you for guidance and mentorship and all these things? The difference with me and other coaches in this industry is I help you unlock that inner guidance that you already have that has been shut down and quieted by society and even by your own doing. When you outsource your power to other people and other things, of course, that inner knowing and inner knowledge and inner speaking voice is going to be quieted because you're training it to not be heard. I help women tap back into that and truly go after what it is they desire unapologetically, loudly as shit, but in a way that makes sense for them. Because I know firsthand what I do and what makes me successful and the things that I've accomplished, how I've done them is not what I'm teaching others, because I could send you a fucking free PDF document of what I've done and how I've done it. And here you go. You can try to apply it, see if it works. It's probably not going to, because we're all so different. We all have different ways of doing things. And when you are so tapped into your own fucking power, that is when things start to actually come to fruition. When I was on this little journey, and again, I'm going to talk so much more detail about this next episode. I'm waiting for it to actually happen before I can like really talk about it, because right now we're still on I'm recording this on a Monday. What's happening is happening on a Thursday of this week. So I just want to I want to give you the full picture, the before, during, and after. We're still like in the during part. But what I will say is this happened relatively quick for me because I listened to my inner voice. And I never once, because I have such a strong fucking mindset and such a strong fucking connection with source and divine energy and God and universe, whatever aligns with you, that I didn't sit there and think, I don't think I can fucking do this. Like, Alyssa, who are you to think that you can make this happen? Alyssa, who are you to make you think that this is going to be something that you achieve? None of that ever fucking even came into my mind because I have a solid fucking mindset. Mindset is everything, but I guarantee, and I never even thought those thoughts whenever I decided to bring this to fruition. When this download came to me and I was like, whoop, we're gonna start going that way. I never once was like, there's no fucking way this is gonna happen to me. I was like, awesome. I can't wait to see when this does. Like, it's gonna be so great. Oh my God, y'all, it's wild sauce. It's incredible. It's amazing what you can do for yourself in your life when you align with the things that are fucking meant for you and stop trying to do what others have done to see success. I'm telling you right now, no one has more power than you for you. No one can decide and guide like you can decide and guide. You've got to stop shutting that voice and that intuitive guidance down. What you should do in 2026, and I'm telling you right now, and I'm not a person for shoulds and woulds, but I'm telling you right now, you need to be tapping into your intuition and you need to be strengthening it and you need to be leaning into on it and to it, because that is what ultimately brings you success. Not working harder, not working smarter, working more aligned, doing things that actually make fucking sense for you. Turn off all the outside noise. I'm talking the people in your life, the peers in your life, the others in your industry, the others at your job, at your workplace, your family, who the fuck ever. Turn all that shit off. Get off of the fucking internet and actually start to bring something to fruition instead of thinking of how you can. You know how you can. You just got to take a fucking day or two and listen and ask for the signs and receive the downloads and receive the guidance, because they're patiently waiting to tap on your door and you open it. Okay? Next week's episode is going to be exciting as fuck, and I cannot wait to share all these details with you, so please stay tuned. But I had to let you hear this first. Working harder ain't the vibe. Working more aligned is. That's how things actually come to fruition. I love you. I will see you next week, and go out there and make some shit happen. And until next time, bye. I'm so grateful that you tuned in today. If this episode activated something in you, share it with a bestie who's also ready to become limitless. And don't forget to leave a review to help more people find this space. Wanting more? Get on my email list and subscribe to my YouTube channel for exclusive downloads, mindset shifts, and behind-the-scenes magic that I only share there. The link is in the show notes. Until next time, keep trusting the pull, honoring your energy, and manifesting your most abundant life.